Hey everybody, welcome back to The Commit, episode 38. I'm Neil.
And I'm Richard.
So Richard, you've actually been on the road recently. You've been going to job fairs, going to other career things.
I've been dragging this banner all
this
around
thing.
New York.
Right, and so you spent a lot of time behind the table. Maybe
Absolutely.
a little too much time behind the table.
Probably a little too much.
So what have you learned from sort of the recruiting process that you've been going through?
I've learned that people aren't very good at career fairs.
Okay.
I've learned that most people completely fail to break through and make an impression, and I want to help people do that better.
Is there like a formula that you can give us that's going to make people like 99% better?
Yeah, absolutely. But the first thing is to remember that if you're at a career fair, someone working behind a table is maybe going to talk to somewhere between 200 and 400 people that day. So what you want to be is one of the 2 to 3 people from that bunch that they actually remember. So I'm going to give you a formula. If you follow this formula, I guarantee you will outperform 99% of the other people in the room. And it's really, really simple. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's start with number 1.
Okay, so the first one is prepare. And there's a great tool built by 2 awesome commit viewers to really help you do this. It's called Google. Larry and Sergey put it together so you can find information. So here's what you're going to do. Either the night before or the day of the event, when you're walking around thinking about which tables to look at the name of the company. Type it into Google, get to their about page, just read a few sentences about who this company is and what they do. It is so much more effective than just walking over to a table and being like, hey, I see you guys are hiring. What it is that you do? So prepare. Just learn a little bit of the company, walk over and be like, oh, DevPost, you're the place that powers hackathons. It's a way better kickoff to our conversation. So you don't even have to do it the night before, better if you can, but just Google the company's names, find out one little fact about them. It's really gonna help you so much.
Okay, what's step 2 in this formula?
Okay, so step 2, you've made a great approach to our table, you've come over, you're not asking us what it is that we do, you've got some sense of that already, but you wanna get us engaged, you wanna get us interested. The way to do that is propose an idea or ask a thoughtful question. So let me give you some ideas if you want to pitch DevPost. So maybe come over and say, okay, you power all these hackathons. How is it you make money? What is it that you're thinking about doing? I see you've just launched team pages. What about if you added feature X? All those things are great things. Make a suggestion. If you spend a bit of time with our product, say, DevPost, I know you guys, I really wish it did this. If I joined you, I would totally push you guys to build this new feature.
Right, absolutely. Showing that you've thought about the product and that you have an improvement or you have a suggestion means that like you can think critically. You understand that business and it's something that's gonna show past your resume.
Absolutely, and that's what we're looking for, right? We're not looking for people that can tell us things we already know. What we want is people that can contribute and help like transform the company. So really push people, suggest your ideas, be really proactive with that. It's super memorable.
Okay, step 3?
Okay, step 3. Now this is the bit, I like to call this the graveyard of champions. This is the follow-up. So you've done your research, you've had a great conversation at the table. Don't fail now, you're so close. Within 24 hours, you're going to send me an email. The subject line is going to be, we met and talked at X hiring event. What you're going to say is, hey Richard, I remember talking to you at the event. We chatted about Y. Bring up a specific thing that we talked about, because then when you read an email, it helps you recall all of that. Then give me a little bit of follow-up information. And Neil, I want to make a side note here about the way that companies handle applications. So many companies, like DevPost, use what are called applicant tracking systems. Now, these systems take in the resumes and the people that are applying for the jobs, and they keep them all in one unified system.
So job score, greenhouse, anything like that.
Exactly, any of these ATS systems. Now, there's a lot of reasons why companies do this, but the main reason is they don't want to lose your application. No one wants to misplace a resume and not hire a great person. So when you go to companies' tables, ask them, hey, is it easier for you if I apply via the ATS? Ask that question. It's super professional. It really helps people, helps companies understand that you're working with them, right?
Yeah.
Make sure your applications go in there. But if you've done that, in your follow-up email, you can reference it. You can say, hey, I applied for the system. I haven't heard anything back yet. Any chance you could help me follow up? I think it's a totally reasonable request to ask. Everyone's application will be looked at. But if you make that nice follow-up, you incentivize me to actually go off and do that.
Yeah, it shows me that you're interested as well. All right, everybody, so just to summarize what we talked about, you gotta prepare for the job fair the night before, the day of. Just go to Google, see who's gonna be there, check them out. Two, you're going to engage with the people behind the desk. Introduce yourself, bring a question, bring a suggestion, try to learn a little bit more about that company so you know that that's a company you want to apply to. And third, follow up within 24 hours with a really short 2 or 3 line email. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it sort of connects you back to the engagement you made, it sort of reinforces how prepared you were.
Absolutely. All great tips. I guarantee you if you do those, you will do so much better at these events. Should we do staff picks?
Let's do it. All right, everybody. This week, my staff pick is Stripr, and it's not what you think it is. It's a smart, configurable power strip that was built at Uncommon Hacks. And what's really neat about it is that each receptacle is extendable and rotatable, so you can actually orient the power strip however you want.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and the team actually embedded a microcontroller in it too to sort of, I think, control some outlet switching as well as sort of to monitor the voltage across or the power that you're using for each one.
That's pretty awesome. It's a cool project. So if you've watched the show before, you'll know there's nothing I love more than Alexa hacks. And Alexa Keep is a really cool project from the Amazon Connected Lab Hackathon. What it enables you to do is treat Alexa as a personal database. So you can train Alexa on important facts. So let's say you had trouble forgetting like a sibling's birthday. You can train Alexa by saying, Alexa, my sister's birthday is October 4th. And then when you ask Alexa later, when's my sister's birthday, she'll know and tell you. Really cool, simple piece of functionality, but massively extends the utility, right?
Yeah, I actually think it should just be part of Alexa that you can just, like, Alexa, remember this.
Well, maybe Amazon's watching. Perhaps they will be.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Cool. All right, that's all we got for this week on The Commit. Thanks so much for joining us. Come back next week, and we're going to show you how to prep for a phone screen.
Happy hacking.
Happy hacking.